Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means I help you feel better and perform better. Today I want to speak to you guys about how to deal with high pressure situations. A lot of times in our life we have to get into a situation that's very chaotic, very high pressure. And I've gotten this question a lot from different clients or different people. That what do I do? I'm in such a high stakes situation and I get super nervous and I'm under a lot of pressure. The first thing you want to notice, it's called a high pressure situation for a reason. Alright? So you don't have to beat yourself up in your own head. Like, I don't know what to do. Somebody else in that situation would probably react similarly to you. Okay? So avoid this comparison trap right from the get-go. Oh, this person seems much more confident. Don't size people up in the room. Don't think, oh, that guy's wearing an Armani suit and so he's better than me in wealth dynamics. Okay? Don't go there. Just come back to your center, come back to your core, focus on yourself right now. One thing that really helps right before stepping into a high pressure situation is having a flow state ritual. Now, I have many flow state rituals that I reveal to my clients. However, I can share a few quick ones with you right here. So one of them could be just a way to prime yourself right before doing something, right? So a snap, a clap, right before I start these videos, I clap. You guys can't hear it. It cuts off before the video starts, but every time I have a clap. And that's kind of a reminder to my subconscious mind that I'm beginning. The show's on the road. I've got to gain that momentum. I've got to speak to you guys. Second thing I would say is your body in those high pressure situations wants to close up. It wants to be smaller. It wants to put your head down, try to be ignored, open up your computer, cover your face, just pull out your phone and look at it, look at your watch, all of these things. So all the things that will make you disengaged. So when you notice this happening, you want to do the complete opposite. So instead of looking at the watch, what would be the opposite of that? Looking at someone's face. Okay, you feel like closing your body language up. What's the opposite of that? Opening your body language up. Making your vulnerable spots, which is right down the center line, being seen. Right? If you're holding a drink at a party and you're holding it right like this, just know you can hold it by the side. If you have your hands in your pocket, make sure your thumbs are out. That's way more confident than if your hands are just in your pocket, okay? So these little tweaks, okay? Also, I'd remind you to breathe into your belly. We breathe very shallow in the 21st century. Because of a high stress, high pressure life, we breathe very fast and we breathe very shallow. So I would remind you to slow time down by breathing into your organs, okay? Breathing into your sexual organs, breathing into your intrinsic muscles, getting the power flowing through this midpoint, because this is the point for confidence, right? The solar plexus. So if you can, I'm sure you guys have seen Wolf of Wall Street, where he's sort of right? That could work actually, because what you're doing is you're tapping on the solar plexus and heart area. Not knowing it, you're activating it because you're putting movement into it, right? Prana or life force is moving around in that place. You want to maintain a groundedness. You've noticed the most calm people on the planet in high stress situations, they're super embodied. What I mean by that is their charisma is not only up here in the head, it's down to the whole body. And it's very, very good to just consciously bring the awareness down to the bottom of your feet. And if you can imagine cables running down the bottom of your feet and connecting you to the earth, connecting you to the boardroom, connecting you to the interview room, wherever you are right now, whatever high pressure situation it is, you're about to say hi to a really attractive girl, you're about to make a business deal. Whatever that situation is, you're just imagining the cables running down your leg and connecting you. You are connected, you belong here. You're here for a reason, let's do it. So the next one is to move with a pack. If you have a group of friends, and if not, you should be aiming to create an entourage for yourself. Even if they're not physically there with you, you'll have their energy and vitality in the back of your mind. I know that I have a lot of different friends in different parts of the world, and I reach out to them in times of crisis, because I know that they are, the types of people that are super calm, can handle the situation. I reached out to a few of them during the COVID crisis. I reached out to them when I had this, cyclone situation happening. So whenever you are in that chaotic situation, you want to look for people who are level-headed. And if you move with a pack, if you go into a high pressure situation with your crew, and if they're not physically there, they're mentally there. It could even be like your spirit guides, or if you believe in like archangels, right? You just imagine like all of them are behind you. Okay, you're not separate from the pack and looking around like, oh no, I'm by myself, I'm here on the world alone. No, you're not, actually. So when you can make this conscious choice of like, I'm moving with a pack, I'm moving with my crew, I'm moving with my spirit guides, I'm moving with the universe's force behind me. The next one is to control your frame. Now, I talked a lot about frames, and I might do a separate video on frames altogether, but frames, or mental frames that you have, are very, very important, okay? So one of the mental frames that I've adopted is everybody is secretly my friend. Everybody is secretly my friend. They might not seem like my friend, they might be showing me signs that they are against me, but they're actually secretly my friend. And they're trying to do things in various ways to actually get me closer to where I want to go. And their little challenge is getting me even more refined on what my beliefs are, even more refined on what my values are. Okay, so that's kind of a mindset shift, right? Maybe there's physical tension, maybe there's emotional tension, maybe there's sexual tension, maybe there's energetic tension, maybe there's mental tension. Whatever that tension is being perceived as, you want to channel it. You want to take all of that pressure as you're being scattered by a very rich environment, or maybe you're being scattered by too many different people yelling in all directions. Maybe you're being scattered by other things like lights and sounds. You want to bring it back into an area of focus. And this could be focusing on your breathing. This could be focusing with your eye contact on somebody, staring at one specific eye and smiling. This could be you just... This could also be from repeating back what the person said to you. Creating a celebration within yourself, so either clapping or just tapping your foot. If you're in a social venue, you can tap your foot to maintain a rhythm. Stretch as if you're going to crack your back or something, and then pat your back. So that's subconsciously telling you like, alright, I've got my back. I've got my own back, I've got it, right? So you just like pretend you're stretching, but then you give yourself a little pat as well to remind you like, I got it, I got this thing, okay? This is a piece of cake. This is a little flea compared to what I can do. Well, it's not why me, which is a victim mentality. It's a try me. The next one is closing your eyes instantaneously. This is powerful. Why? Because it produces alpha waves. Now, alpha waves are known for relaxed wakefulness. Any confident person that you know is generating alpha waves within themselves, okay? Nothing too fancy. You can even roll your eyes back. That helps as well. On the top. I often do this as well. I just like stretch and allow myself to move any tension out of the body. It might look like you're a weird yogi, like just stretching in the middle of the road or whatever, or stretching in the boardroom. But if you can, maybe isolate yourself from there. Go to a restroom or somewhere private where you can do this. This is why having a flow state ritual is so important. So you can have a bit of a opening up before you go into that. But we do a lot of things when we're nervous. We fidget. We like chew on our fingernails. A lot of people do strange things I've seen. Or they have restless leg syndrome. I do that a lot. I've also noticed a lot of people are like, They're not really listening, but they're doing the oh yeah. Just be aware of all these little fidgeting maneuvers that you do. It's okay. They're your idiosyncrasies. You have to accept them. Okay, you have to accept them. If you think like, oh, biting my nails is badass, you're gonna stop biting your nails. If you think this is shameful, I don't like doing it, it's embarrassing, people won't like me, you're gonna keep doing it. Why? Because whatever we resist will persist, okay? You can learn to love the little idiosyncrasies that you have, the little things that you do, the little quirks that you have. Point them out, exaggerate them, laugh at them, and then you can release them. You want to have different self-soothing mechanisms. So I'll give you an example of mine. You don't have to copy this, but you can get yourself a fidget spinner, do whatever you want. But I have rings that spin, okay? If you notice, this is a self-soothing mechanism. For me, it helps. I just spin my ring. It doesn't really look like anything. It just looks like I'm kind of, doing this kind of thing. Again, wearing beads like this, also counting them Even if I'm not touching them and counting them, I can kind of just still count them without actually touching them. And that sounds weird, but it helps, you know, it helps to have a mental image of something like that. A rhythmical device or a mechanism where you can keep coming back to it that relaxes you, that keeps you comforted in these high pressure situations, okay? So that's my advice for you guys. I hope this video helps you out today. Have an amazing rest of your day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary.